Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Thursday. I'm glad you're here. Today's Red Mic message. The evidence is on your calendar. A strange question occurred to me recently. If an archaeologist dug up my calendar 500 years from now, what would they conclude mattered most to me? Not what I said or thought that mattered, not what I intended to prioritize, but really, what would the evidence say? And that bothered me because, most weeks feel productive: meetings, phone calls, emails, research, problem solved, decisions made, issues addressed. By Friday afternoon, a little bit of exhaustion usually serves as proof that the work happened. But being busy and making progress are not always the same thing. In leadership, there's never a shortage of things that need attention. The urgent work is real. Communities need service, organizations need decisions, employees need support. But urgency has a way of disguising itself as importance. I've ended plenty of days feeling productive, only to realize that almost every hour was spent reacting. The inbox moved, the calendar filled, fires got extinguished, but the things that really will matter in 6 months barely moved at all. Leadership development, coaching someone with potential, succession planning, building culture, strengthening relationships, thinking beyond next week. Those are the kind of priorities that rarely show up screaming for attention. They wait quietly for their turn, but too often their turn doesn't come. Now, thankfully, this week I worked with one of our interns to create a communications plan for a project that we're going to have a little bit later. I basically told her, "You're the team lead on this, and I really want you to lean into it." And man, I think she's going to do a great job. I sat with her yesterday morning and we went through the entire thing. She asked a few questions. I pointed to some things and then she asked other questions. That's the kind of work that really is going to have dividends in the long run. But you don't always have the luxury of taking that 20, 30, 40 minutes to do that kind of one on one coaching. Again, too often, those types of needs never get their turn. And that's why that calendar question has been in the back of my head. Archaeologists don't interview the people they study, they look at the evidence. And our calendars, like it or not, are evidence of who we are and what we do. So, if somebody reviewed the last month of my calendar, would that person be able to identify my priorities? Would the evidence point toward the future I claim to be building, or would the calendar reveal something entirely different? Because calendars don't record intentions, they record choices. And every meeting on that schedule is a choice. Every hour blocked or left unblocked is a choice. Every priority that never makes it onto the calendar is a choice too. Now, none of this means that leaders should stop responding to problems. I mean, honestly, the way that you respond to problems is probably why you got the job to be a leader to begin with. You are known as the person who can really step up to that plate and make something happen, put the ball in play like you're supposed to, because responding is part of the job. In public service, communities deserve service, organizations need decisions, and employees need support. But if every day is spent responding, eventually there's no time left for directing. Leadership is supposed to help shape the future, not just simply survive the present. Being busy is often unavoidable. Being strategic requires intention. In 500 years, that archaeologist will never know what we meant to do, only what we actually did. Because time leaves evidence. The calendar tells the story. And I used to tell my boys the same thing. Does it matter what you meant to do or what you actually did? Those are the questions you've got to ask yourself. And that's today's Red Mic message. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you're able to put some of these things in place in your own life. That's why I do this Monday through Friday, about the same time every day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you much. please give me a like, a follow, and a share. If you think what I'm saying has some merit and you want to leave a word below, please do. If you think I'm full of it, let me know that too. I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. And until next time, don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon.